What's up, guys? Hope you guys are doing great and welcome to Roman Percussion. My name is Will Roman. On this channel, I upload different rhythms as well as tips to help you as a percussionist. So if that interests you, be sure to join the family and hit that subscribe button, and be sure to leave a like on today's video. Alright guys, so today I got a new drum to show you guys. Yes, another MOPERC drum. So definitely excited for this one. I really think you guys are gonna be really excited when you see this drum. I haven't seen very many out there, so hopefully this is one video that can influence you of getting one. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I believe it's been already maybe like a year, I think it's been like probably like 2 years now that I have posted the initial video of showing you one of these drums. So if you haven't seen it before, I'm gonna leave some links here, put some cards so you guys could check it out after this video. But if you've been watching this channel for a while, you've definitely seen one of these drums before. But this one, like I said, it's a MOPERC drum, and this one is slightly different than the last one I showed you. We'll go over the specs and everything, but yeah, let's bring it out. Alright guys, so I got a new Barril de Bomba. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. Look at that green. Let's take a closer look at this. Guys, look at this barrel. This thing is beautiful, man. This is a beautiful Barril de Bomba done by Francis and team. This is really nice. So just turn this around, you guys could see it. Look at that grain. See that right there, has my name, has the Roman Percussion channel on it. So thank you very much, Francis, for that little detail. Again, look at this, man. Look at this. Alright guys, so let's talk a little bit about the differences with this barrel and the last barrel that you guys saw on this channel. So I'll put a picture up of the last barrel that I put on the channel. So that barrel was a red oak barrel that was made in the Bronx by an artisan named Joe Santiago, better known as Bomba Joe in the Bronx. So it is heavier than this ash drum, believe it or not. And I say believe it or not because if you recall, that drum is 13 inches in diameter. This drum here is 14. So this drum is an ash drum. So I consider this somewhat like a, kind of like a hybrid. I know some people don't call it that, but I consider it that because I play primo or subidor. I also play buleador. So I can, do both things using, the same size. I don't have to get a smaller drum if I want to play primo or buleador, and you don't lose the volume or the projection either. So it's really great that you could use a 14 and you can do either way. But yeah, so the weight is definitely lighter than the red oak drum that I have. You still have the amazing hardware that were on my congas, all the congas that MOPERC does, all the instruments that MOPERC does have these amazing hardware, stainless steel, you know, these beautiful bands. You know, they have some that don't have bands, you know, but if you want them, you know, you can ask for the congas without them or the bongos without them. Now, the barrels that I only know of, they only come with bands. I have no idea if they will come out with barrels without bands, but for now, they only offer them with bands. So as you can see, this skin here, this is Chivo. This is a thick skin. Initially, when Francis sent me this drum, he sent me 2 heads. He sent me, it was a thin cow head, like to try out. And then he sent me, the skin that it originally had was a Chivo head on there. Same thing as this, but it was thinner than this head. So for me, just for my personal playing, I prefer having a thicker goat skin. That doesn't mean it's going to be as thick as cow skin. Cow skin is always going to be thicker. But there are some folks out there that can find, it's very rare, but they can find a goat skin that is almost as thick as cow skin, believe it or not. But this one isn't like that. It is thicker than the initial goat skin that I had on there. So I really like the tonality of it. Here in a little bit, I'm gonna end up playing for you guys. I'll tune it in different ranges, lower, mid pitch, and then I'll get it to a primo tuning. All right, guys. If you guys see me sweating, I promise it's not because I've been doing anything. The AC is actually having some issues here up in my studio, so I'm kind of burning up right now. So just for that, give me a like, because I'm doing this video for you guys. But yeah, everything's all good. So this drum's 24 inches, which is traditional. You know, 24 inches, that is, you know, standard. That's what you want. There are some companies now that are making, you know, mass-produced instruments that are 26 inches tall, and that's fine. You know, some people are taller, they just prefer a little bit of a higher drum. Nothing wrong with that. No, it's not traditional, but you know, maybe the 24 isn't comfortable for everyone, so I guess it's up to you, right? So another thing about this drum, I have used this drum, I've had it now for a couple months already. It's been quite a while actually that I've had this drum. Just been such a long time since I posted content, so this is the first time you guys are actually seeing it. But people have asked me if this was actually like a custom drum for me, and it wasn't. Funny story, you know, I was actually looking for a 14-inch drum, because like I said before, you guys know I have that 13, and I wanted something that had a little bit of more, you know, a little bit more volume to it, and something that in cases that I'm not playing subidor or primo, I could play bulleador on it. So, you know, I was looking on MOPERC site, and I found this one. I know some of you out there saw this drum, you know, and I know some of you are like, oh man, that drum is so beautiful. I wonder who got it. This guy. But I really like the wood grain. It gives me a look. It gives me a look of like an old school barrel, right? I mean, look at it. I mean, to me it does. So I didn't want anything that looked like kind of too plain. I also didn't want anything that was like super like out there and fancy. I wanted something that kind of had like that rustic feel, rustic look, I should say rustic look. Um, but obviously, one thing that attracted me to MOPERC in general, from the bongos to the congas to whatever, anything that I've seen from them, has been the hardware. The hardware is a big one for me, especially for a barrel. Nothing against other artisans out there, artesanos. My respect to all of you out there. But I personally am not a fan of everyone's hardware. I'm just not. Um, there's some hardware that's good, and there's some hardware that's not great. Um, yeah, it is what it is there. But MOPERC, as you guys know, top of the line. And if you don't know, I'm telling you, top of the line. Look up the brand if you've never seen them before. I promise you won't regret it. Again, I say this, and people are gonna keep saying this because this is what it is. People always talk about the price and it's expensive. I get it, right? I get it. These drums are an investment. I 100% understand. Not everyone has it to get those drums, and that's okay. That's all right. That doesn't make you any less if you don't have one. But if you can get one, by all means, get one. And keep in mind, Francis does post on his website, on moperc.com, and he puts, discounts for you all. So, save up that money, little by little. I know times are rough, but definitely, at some point, he's gonna come out with another sale for you guys for a little period of time, so you could grab you a decent deal. So just saying, keep that in mind. But this drum is great. I mean, initially, it was something that I got because I wanted a bigger drum, and I wanted a MOPERC barrel. I wanted to try see what their barrel, what it sounded like. And I've seen lots of other barrels. If you don't know by now, I'm one of the musical directors for Cadencia. So we play original bomba plena and salsa music. So, barrel is, that's an essential part of the music that we do. This barril de bomba, this is a must. So I've seen a lot of barrels, over time. All the artisans in Puerto Rico. I've seen people in New York. I've seen people in Florida. I'm trying to think who else. What other artisans that I could think of. I know I'm missing some. So I'm not ignoring you guys. I can't think about it right now. But I had seen MOPERC for so long, and this actually was my very first MOPERC drum. This was before I became an artist. This was before I got the congas. And so this was my introduction to this brand as far as having it in my hand. So definitely get you a barril de bomba if you haven't gotten one already. It's a beautiful drum. I love it. It's become a newfound passion of mine over the years. Being Puerto Rican myself, and I grew up listening to bomba and plena, but I'm mainly a salsero, so to a certain extent, like most, I guess, Puerto Ricans that don't grow up with listening to bomba and plena, they mainly hear those genres like mixed in with salsa or commercialized in some way. So, over the years, I've ignored that part, and I've been diving very deeply into the culture and how you play the barrel and all that good stuff. So yeah, it's definitely become a newfound love for me, and I love this drum a lot. It's really nice. I've gotten lots of compliments on it, from how it looks to the build quality to the sound. I have friends that have seen this drum and bought them after they've played in and seen my drum. So definitely it's worth checking out. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave the information for MOPERC, the website. Be sure to check it out. Send Francis a message. Let him know you want one. Ask him when he's gonna have more available, or he might have some available now. So go ahead, ask him. All right, guys, let's get to what we care about. Let's see how this thing sounds. Bottom. You guys hear that? It's nice. Nice bass tone on this drum. So when you're playing buleador, you know, you gotta have that drive. It's right there. It's beautiful. Let's tune this thing up some more. Let's see what we got. It's a nice tone. Actually, now that I think about it, it's actually like a lower tone for a primo, in my opinion. Yeah, I like it a lot though. It's a nice like middle middle ground tone for this drum. All right, let's tune it up. Let's try one more time. Let's see what we can do. By the way, when I did the tuning, it was just one full turn all the way around. So I didn't do 2 or 3 extra turns, none of that stuff. It was completely even. Just one full turn, one whole turn all the way around the whole drum. All right, let's see. This is nice. Really nice drum, guys. Really nice tonality. Um, Full range. Because honestly, like I said, I just went up all the way from the low tone all the way up to, now higher. Just went one full turn all the way around. So, uh, we definitely still got range to tune up some more. So, definitely, um, this this drum this drum holds some tension. But it's freaking awesome. Really nice drum. Very well made. Looks beautiful. Sounds beautiful. The weight is beautiful. Um, the tone, the volume, the projection, the resonance, the little bell, all that stuff you need when you play barrel. So I love it. I love it. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you enjoyed the drum. I know, it's like drums galore. I've been showing you guys a bunch of drums since I've gone back recently. So, just trying to show you guys different things, and I'm gonna give you guys whatever I can, and give you guys whatever I got. So, just keep along with the ride with me. I know you guys are gonna have a good time and enjoy these videos. So that's all I care about. So if you haven't joined the family, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and be sure to leave a like on today's video. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Peace.